Hello, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Klaus. This is my house, and today we're going to be talking about something very important today, and that is power. So, you have really three options. I mean, there's four, right? There's this gigantic ass windmill guy, and he's okay, I suppose. He's clean. He's clean, and he's quiet, right? So, if you don't want to hear generators going off in your base, honestly, the windmill is the best choice for you. I believe it also uses, yeah, much less. Resources overall. So that's a good pick for you if that's something you're interested in. But if you guys want power density, I'm talking about getting the most power for your space, these are probably the three things that you're really going to be looking at. Now, there is really one big thing that I want to mention. This little small generator is super underrated, and I'll show you why later. But we can kind of see here that it takes up very low space, but it only produces 3 power. Is what it is. The medium guy, now he's not as big as the large one. However, he only produces 5, which is about half the power. And we can see that, I don't know, maybe this thing is half the size. Like, it'll take up half of the space, I suppose, if I tried to stack them. But I really think that this one is probably maybe a little bit bigger if we were to stack them. And then we have this big clunker over here, which is the largest generator, and it produces the most power. And I've seen a lot of people just default right away to this generator, and to me it just doesn't make sense. Now, I've lined them up this way on purpose. Each one has their own little floor tile. Now, personally, I'm just going to disregard this medium generator. There's no point in having it. What I'm going to do today is show you how to be extremely successful in creating a power efficient system. Namely, we can make a bunch of these guys that will fit the same volume as this large one, but will actually produce more power. All right, so essentially what we have here is the one large generator is going to take up an entire square. Now, this little guy over here, I just want to give you an example of what we can do. If we just kind of put these guys over here into a corner, we can easily line them up so that they just fit all in one. All right, everybody, what I want to do here is just kind of highlight the fact that, yes, we can fit 3 of these on the same tile, like a 3x3 matrix of them on the same tile as one large generator. Now, I just want to make something clear to you. That's 9 of those. They produce 3 power. That's 27 power in one little square of space like that. This is only 10, all right? Now, if we're talking about efficiency of materials, you're probably not going to be getting the same performance as just one large generator. You're not going to get as much power. And if you want to do some crazy bases and you don't have a whole lot of place to put that power, that's going to be a problem. The other thing, too, is that the large generator, if we look at its ingredients, you're going to have some nuclear material, which I find to be more or less difficult to get unless you're on PC and you can console the shit out of that. But if you want to play by the rules or whatever, then you're probably going to have a rough time. So again, you will probably use more resources with this sort of array, but all in all, your power density, just the amount of crap that you can shove into one of these little squares, is going to far outweigh the benefit of just making one big one, if power is what you're after. All right, there's one more little thing that I want to show you, and again, it's kind of gimmicky, but it's really going to take this to the next level. All right, the first thing that you guys are going to want to do is you're going to want to lay down 2 small floor tiles like this. It's not necessary in all cases, but it definitely makes things easier when you're trying to place our little contraption. And that contraption would be a little ladder and a floor piece. Now, it's very important that you grab it from the ladder and place it far enough away so that you don't pick up your whole shelter with you when you do. It's important to pick the ladder up because the ladder will sit here. If you grab it from the little floor, it just won't place properly. So basically what I'm doing now is I'm just trying to line it up just ever so slightly over the first one. Now, again, it doesn't always work, but when it works, man, it works well. All right, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to lay down another floor tile. Now, the one thing I do recommend is if you're going to be trying to power this up, it's generally easier to connect all the wires first. I mean, I can still do it, right? I can still see how it's kind of hard to get exactly when you want. Like, I can still get back there. But I would recommend that you do that beforehand. So anyways, as we continue, we're going to go back and we're going to put some more power generators. And I'll see you when we get done with that. All right, everybody. So as you can see, we have a wonderful array of power here. It's still not even as tall as a large generator, but we have 54 power crammed into it. Now, whatever you do with this, I don't care. If you don't like the way that it looks, you can obviously still use just the smaller array. But I mean, let's be honest, people, 54 in a little area like this, it's incredible. Now, the one thing that I have done, and I don't know if it's going to work here because I didn't line up that that floor piece properly, quote unquote, is normally what I'll do is I will have a wall of some sort, and I'll just try and like get that on. Yeah, it's not going to work, but essentially what I did in the castle, and I can show you that in a second, is do this, but I had it go into the wall, so it looked like it was actually a shelf of some sort. All right, guys, we're over here at the castle. As you can see, I've actually made these look like they're clipping into the wall, so they're sort of like a shelf or something like that. And they don't completely look like they're unsupported. Now, you can do a myriad of things, and I wasn't nearly as power efficient as I was in Red Rocket, but I have 231 power in this room just off of these little guys alone. That's way more than you're gonna get just by trying to shove some large generators in this room, by far. So anyways, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, do what you do. Otherwise, have a great day, great night, whatever it is to you, and I will see you back here next time for some more Fallout 4 building tips.